Father Tony with an update on the Calvary situation. I told you last time that our focus now is going to be on the Senate inquiry, which it certainly is. That Senate inquiry received 65 detailed submissions, and believe this or not, over 7,000 pieces of correspondence. They were due to report yesterday, being Wednesday, but they've had to extend the period now by a month because of the sheer volume of correspondence. They voted yesterday 31 to 30 in the Australian Senate to extend the period of consultation, but also to make sure that there's now going to be a hearing in the federal parliament. So when that date comes through, I will let you know so that all of us can descend on Parliament to show our support for this particular cause with Calvary. What this means then is that the ACT government will have to provide evidence to the Senate inquiry. So recall, the ACT government, not according to its own rule of law, no standing orders, they were all suspended, not according to its Land Acquisition Act of 1994, just rammed through a piece of legislation to do a heinous, compulsory acquisition of Calvary Hospital, a very hostile acquisition. So the ACT government will have to face up. And you'll recall, as I told you at the time, that remarkably, the Prime Minister of Australia, Mr. Anthony Albanese, supported this compulsory acquisition. So, the Australian Senate now will have an extended period of time, and the ACT government will have to be accountable. I want to thank you in a very sincere way for your great competence and courage in supporting this cause, because without it, we wouldn't have come this far. Our aim, just to finish, our aim, as you know, is to make sure that this is the first and the last hostile compulsory acquisition done by an Australian government on a private institution. In this case, it was a medical institution, Calvary Public Hospital. We want to make sure it doesn't happen with our educational institutions, whether they're religious or otherwise, and any other private people. We do not want this type of behaviour. So our aim is to make sure that this is the first and the last time we see this sort of behaviour happen in Australia. Again, thank you for your competence and courage. It's made all the difference. It's made the Senate in Australia take a serious look at the behaviour of the ACT government.